So remember me as a teacher, not what I'm about to become. I've been bitten. Let's get that out of the way. I'm not making it out of here. I don't know how long I have until I'm like
I'm not making it out of here. I don't know
okay?
how long I have until I'm like
I start to draw on the whiteboard.
So we have to hurry, okay?
This is the school.
I start to draw on the whiteboard.
Yo.
Said.
This
Hey yo,
is
what's
the
up?
school. Yo.
Sorry. I don't know. I'm
Oh, what's
bored,
up?
so I was like, oh, read something.
Sorry. I don't know. I'm bored,
This is
so
the
I was
school.
like, oh,
This is the
read
gym.
something.
And here's where the teachers lounge.
This is the school. This is the gym. And here's
I know
the
they
wound
can see
on
it.
my leg
I
is
stopped
bleeding.
to tighten
I know
my
they could see
makeshift
it.
bandage.
I slipped bandage.
We don't panic.
We don't panic.
I say slowly.
As my seven remaining students, their faces pale and wide-eyed. We plan.
They glance at each other
nervously. I put on my best face.
They needed to be
confident
and
this is going to work.
If they freeze out,
they'll be ripped apart.
I start to hand out thick textbooks to everyone.
I take the last
and begin to rip out the pages
until only the cover remains.
I take the pageless book loosely to the forearm of Sophia, the class leader. Now, if I'm trying to bite or scratch you, I say slowly, demonstrating my point. You have a shield. Use it to escape an attack. I slowly attack Sophia. She blocks my fox strike. And I go to bite her forearm. But the book does its job. Like a lizard in its job. Then while your attacker is busy with your shield, slip out of it and run away. Like a lizard and its tail. Corey says, his scientific mind always making connections. Exactly. Get started with the books and try not to have too much fun with it. I know you've wanted to do this for a while now. The mood lightens a bit. They start to own the project reminiscent of craft time. I'm so astonished by their resiliency. I'm fully aware that my time is infinite. I can't read apparently. It's finite. And every second counts. But I take a moment to bask in my pride. I return to the whiteboard and continue detailing the diagram in ways they would recognize. There's a tug on my shirt. It's the twins, Lena and Micah. I'm sorry, I don't think there's an exit there. Lena finishes softly pointing at the fire escape I marked beside the east hallway. I blink, leaning closer to the board. What do you mean? Micah steps up beside her, silent as always, and opens the tattered notebook. He never lets go of. There's a rough sketch inside our school. You made this? The detail in the sketch is impressive. It was bricked over during the summer remodel. The other side of the wall is a bathroom now. She says calmly. They're right. How could I forget that? I hand the marker to Micah. And the twins go to work on the whiteboard. I check on the others. Sophia has finished hers and is helping make extras for Lena and Micah. She's very observant and feeling the need of the moment without being asked. There's a shuffling sound outside the door. Everyone stops and they're go dim. They're doing and watches.
They're doing and watches.
The blinds are down.
The blinds are down.
That's typical lockdown
protocol.
But the slow scraping sound of dragging or limping. A whiny is what we call them. They're the most common in the school. They drag their ribbon flesh down the halls and into classrooms while calling the name Winnie. Sophia wraps an arm around the smallest girl, Ellie. Corey places a paper shielded hand gently on her back. Winnie starts to bang on the door. Thump, pause. Winnie, thump,
Nathaniel
pause. Winnie
said, "Blue Death is back in action."
Yeah, I exist again.
Hello, everybody.
I motion to everyone to stay still and quiet. I wish I could call for help, but not even 911. Not even 911 is picking up. All phones do for us now is make noise, which gives me an idea. I go to Antonio and make a gesture to take out his phone. He looks at me confused. I've written him up for being distracting with it. I know he has it. We don't have time for rules. Take out your phone. I say in a hush. I'm not taking it from
Nathaniel said,
Winnie.
"You talking has a echo. Sorry to interrupt."
Oh, of course it does. I can try and fix it. I don't fucking know how though. Give me a second. There we go. That should fix it. Is it any better now? He relents. My mom said not to tell anyone. She won't get me another, he whispers. I motion for him and everyone else to watch. I take out my phone and write my number on the whiteboard. Dial my number,
Rikuna
and when I say so,
said,
press call.
"That's better."
I get it.
Nathaniel said, "Yes."
Antonio gives me a nod of acknowledgement. I motion to the longest boy, bro. What is that? I meant the largest boy. Derek, to come over to where I am. I remember his grandma showing me pictures of him playing pee-wee baseball. And since I'm going to be controlling the door in case things get out of hand, I trust him to make the throw that will let them finish preparations. My head is starting to hurt. Derek crouches beside me. Eyes flicking to the door, to my leg, to the phone glowing dimly in my palm. Where do you want it? He whispers. Far, I say, down by the wing lockers. You remember how the floor slopes? Let gravity help you. It still needs to function. I hand him the phone. I count down silently from 3. Then open the door enough to let Derek do his thing. With a swift underhand motion, the phone goes sliding down the hallway. I slam the door hard. Now, Antonio, I say, holding the door shut from the now aggressive Winnie pushing from the other side. A moment later, the shrill sound of the ringtone playing echoes in the hall. The door's force eases. Windy? The sound of a dragging limb moves away, and with the end of the ringing also comes the end of the threat, for now at least. I need to sit down. I'm feeling sore, and my leg feels hot. They watch me move to the chair and slump in it. Looking at them reminds me of a balloon losing air. What do we do when we're outside? Sophia asks. Look after each other, find somewhere safe, never stop learning. I don't know what's waiting out there, but I believe in all
Old
of you.
Wizard said. Yai.
Hello, Old Wizard. We could go to my house. I don't have any neighbors. It's kind of far, but there's plenty of room. And my mom's been at canning all summer if you like vegetables. Ellie peeps. She usually doesn't speak up in a group like this. She, like all of them, is growing up before my eyes. I wish I could go with them to ensure their safety, but that was never my job. My job has always been to prepare them for the outside world, and I hope I've done that. Everyone look at the whiteboard. Try to memorize the route outside.
Dubs said. What are we done by?
What? What are we done by? What do you mean? You can't go the way you usually would.
Said. Doing.
What are we doing? I'm just reading no sleep stories because I'm bored. We could also react to something, or we could play Scribblio. It's really up to you guys, because I have no idea what I want to do since I came back, and I still have no thoughts on what to do for my videos. You can't go the way you usually would. 5 minutes, then it's time to go. Things are getting dizzy.
Old Wizard said. This is nice, smiley face.
They wear their bravest faces. I sit behind my desk and watch them as each gives me a last look. Derek watches over
Read
Ellie.
About 4chan trolling Shia LaBeouf.
What? Corey holds his shield. Chan, what? Oh,
Dubs said. React to me blowing my head off.
Why would I react to you shooting your brains out?
Old Wizard said. He will not divide us. Nathaniel said. Chat is still off the hinges, I see.
Yeah.
Nathaniel said. Nicey. Nathaniel said. I suppose face with monocle.
Look how fucked my hair is.
Old Wizard said. 4chan trolls Shia LaBeouf, he will not divide us, maybe a YT video. Old Wizard said. She's on the 4chan archive LMAOOO.
I don't know
Dubs
what I'm doing, okay?
Said. Welcome back.
I'll just react to the horror stories, I guess. Because I still have no idea what you were talking about.
Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another 4chan Stories video, and oh my gosh, I am so excited to get into these stories today. The first set of stories we have, I guess, and the main story we'll cover in today's video is a Russian forest ranger.
Dubs
I love the forest ranger ones,
said,
and I love remote
oh god,
Russia.
get away.
That's just kind of a weird niche interest of mine. It's just so unexplored, so untouched, and it's just so
Old
interesting
Wizard
to me. And this
said,
kind of touches on
good call.
Of these weird niche interests of mine. So I'm so excited to get into these. It's gonna be super interesting, super scary, eerie, disturbing, and all those other synonyms for scary words. And you guys are the best. Thank you so much for stopping by. And like I said multiple times already, I'm so excited to get into these stories. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. And before we do, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Helps out the channel a ton, and the channel's goal is 500,000 subscribers. So please subscribe. We're kind of getting close, so please subscribe. And alright, without further ado, let's get into some creepy 4chan stories. Hello. After a lot of thinking and a couple of drinks, I finally decided to share some of my experiences. English is not my native language, so forgive me if my grammar isn't perfect. Mimi, late 1990s, work in a very rural area of Russia as a sort of ranger slash wildlife preservationist. In Russia, we don't have the same regulations and strict protocol as some of you might. We more or less just drive around on ATVs and berate poachers area, surrounded by forest and harsh winters. Only had one colleague, who we'll call Pieter. It's short and easy to remember. Pieter was your typical backwash crazy Russian dude who brewed his own vodka and smoked like a chimney. He was my best friend for several years and always had my back no matter what we faced out there in the woods. The job had shit pay, but it came with loads of perks that made it worth it. We had no boss and could basically just go camping.
But I want to read.
Old Wizard said. Do what you want, lady, I like your voice better though. Dubs said. Watch Xer videos.
You know what? Creepy ghosts. I went to middle/high school, and the tiny Texas town that had more fields than buildings. It was
Nathaniel
a really spread out
said,
town with nothing
glad to have
but
you back, Blue.
cows and old decrepit houses. Only had one gas station, school district, and like 3 restaurants. I lived out in the kinda old house pretty far from the school, meaning there was a lot of fields I could just kinda walk in. I'd walk to old abandoned houses and stuff just to kinda explore and see. I was a dumb teenager and it seemed like a smart
Old
idea.
Wizard
I
said,
took a big stick
ha, ha.
with me, and naturally that was enough. I had a house I really liked because it had tons of bees in it. They had made the walls into their hive, and it was really cool. Bees are cute. Don't at me. It also had some books, mostly history textbooks for some reason, and a ton of burnt out candles and old dried torn towels. I took a friend out with me once to show him the bee house, and I noticed that for once some of the stuff was moved around. I wasn't too spooked. We had a lot of immigrants from Mexico pass through, so I figured it was just that. But it felt weird. The candles were picked up and moved to another
OMG, she's we
room, as if they were all just thrown in the corner. The bees had also moved.
Said,
I was just in there a few days ago, but I realized then that the bees were never in the same room as the candles. Might have been that they didn't like the smoke or whatever. There were a few spiral notebooks now, with some blood and feces on
Nathaniel based AF.
And they just said, rise, 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 and some and mind beyond. There were a few shovels that I don't think were there before. As much as I loved the bees, I didn't go back there for some reason. This spooked me. My friend stole a history book from there, and I remember he showed me that several pages had X's crossing out historical events. I didn't like that he took the book and asked that he put it back, but he said he burned it in his fire pit. I do remember that we had some bees make a hive near our house some months after that. This isn't a childhood story, as it just happened to me today. For context, I live in a private house with 3 floors, the first of which is separate from the 2 other floors. Be me today.
Nathaniel
Grandma recently passed away from old age. She used to live on the first floor of our house. Me and my brother are alone in the house. Parents left for a trip around 2 days ago. It's around 10:30 p.m. We decided to watch a movie. Want to make popcorn but have no cooking oil in the kitchen. Call mom, ask her if there is any left. Says check in grandma's house. Go down with brother, look in her kitchen but find nothing. Go back upstairs and start watching movie. Around 11 p.m., hear loud bang from the first floor. Go down with bro, check outside the door and see nothing. Lock door and go back on second floor to finish movie. Finish movie.
WTF is this?
Finish movie around 12:30 and go on third floor to sleep. Scoopy bees. Around 1 a.m., as I'm sitting in the bed, I hear really loud bang again from first floor. Tell my brother who was sleeping. We go outside in the balcony to check but don't see shit. It's 1:43 a.m. now, and I don't know what the fuck to do. Oh, everything's... This happened when I was in elementary school age or near that. I cannot read. My eyes aren't working anymore. Be me playing in my room. I'm standing up and I'm just 2 minutes or less away from my room door.
React to Fish Tank Live.
After the Rachel negotiations from the night prior, and before they went to bed, quite a few character developments happened. There was a DDoS attack on the site, and it ended up going down.
Season 4 is going on day 6.
But after the cams went back live, production tells the Fish that some of the cams aren't working, even though everything seemed to be working on the site. And because of this, they have to have a slumber party in either B3 or B4, because those are the only cams that are working. Maybe there was some kind of greater technical issue that they needed to fix. I don't know, but that's what they were told. So they were up there for the whole night until the morning. And as you might imagine, in B4 you had Freddy, Dorench, Ellie, Seth, Daniel, Angela, and Aria. And in B3, Rachel. Daniel was acting like a real horny boy for Angela, like more than usual. He was flirting extremely hard, so TTS was cut off for a bit, or at least they weren't letting the ones that were blowing up his spot come through so they could move this storyline forward.
Old Wizard
But if you remember, she has an abusive
let's sign you up for season 5. You could win 15 grand.
Admits to being a stripper since TTS had been teasing her about it all night after her audition tape had been played on the stream. Well, actually, she just whispers it to Ellie, but she actually does admit it to everyone later on in the day. While all of the Fish, excluding Rachel, are in B4, some beers are rolled into the room as well as an empty bottle.
Oh,
this is
give me
obviously to try
some.
and force them to play Spin the Bottle so we can get Daniel kissing Angelina, but they end up playing Truth or Dare with it instead. Daniel the whole night is kind of just simping for Angelina. An unrelated note, he also bails on the stairs pretty hard.
Motoskate ER2 said, at Old Wizard, I wasn't gonna join or watch, but I popped in and you're talking about Fish Tank. Now I have to.
Uncomfortable with it, except for
Old Wizard.
You're gonna leave, Skater.
Bro, this season is mid AF.
Started crying about it
Rikuna
apparently her
said,
boyfriend, whose pet name
is this like another
Bubby,
Big
by the
Brother
way.
type show?
I have no idea what
ER2
this is.
He gave her a
said,
strict set of rules
Rachel
before
had me
entering the
dying
Fish
laughing
Tank,
every
one of
day.
which being she is
She was
not
a
allowed to
basket
share
case.
bed with another man. And on this night, she'd be sharing one with 4 because she's sleeping in a super bed. So after about an hour of her crying saying she can't do it, she ends up taking off her bra and joining the super bed. Daniel is
Old
jealous
Wizard
of Freddy.
said,
Throughout the night, Daniel keeps
facts
trying
bro,
to hold
Freddy
hands with
stole her
Angelina.
pills.
She's not really into it, and eventually he gives up on his quest and just plays the small spoon to her. In the AM, Freddy wakes up pretty drunk and starts drinking beer to try and beat the hangover.
Give me some.
Been there, done that. He swaps the signs in B3 and B4 as well as B1 and B2.
I
He had also
crave
shaved all of his
alcohol
facial
right
hair
now.
except a mustache last night. Freddy then takes a piece of wood that was laying on the ground and then starts playing Skate 2. And
Old
Rachel
Wizard
is completely
said,
overreacting and ruining
Total
all the
Cash
fun.
Cow LMAOOO. Motoskate ER2 said, LMAO rocked.
Let me try to see if I can do a kickflip.
No, you're okay, honey. Freddy, sit down. Freddy, please sit down.
Dubs
Please.
said,
For the love of
beef in chat.
God, are you enabling this?
Old Wizard
No, I'm not enabling it.
said,
I'm not enabling it.
it's good to see you SK8R bro.
Whatever.
Motoskate ER2 said, she had like Adderall, Xanax, and Trazodone. She was fucked up on night 3 or 4. Fell like 3 times. Old Wizard said, those falls had me dead AF, face green smiling.
I included this clip or not, where Freddy barges into her negotiation asking for a Xanax.
Can I get a Xanax?
She's clearly like embarrassed about the situation, and then when he leaves, she tells production that they shouldn't hire him because he'd be a liability. So in the AM, TTS snitches on Rachel for telling production not to hire Freddy.
She told production not to hire you. She's a snake in the grass.
Gonna do the opinion piece or headline?
Hire you for what? Is that true?
I told production
Is that true?
not to hire you if you're going to be drinking like this because it makes you a liability.
Oh, that's fine.
Freddy,
Yeah.
I will hire you. You give a shit.
Motoskate
and you're a
ER2
good dude.
said,
I will never hire
bro, I
Rachel.
gotta send you a compilation video of all of her falls. Had me dying. They got her a fucking wheelchair, ha ha ha.
Get a job and sabotage
Motoskate ER2
getting a job.
said,
The
and thanks man.
always on.
Old Wizard
They shouldn't hire Freddy.
said,
He's gonna act like a liability.
been rubbing her back when she's tripping XD. Motoskate ER2 said, good to see you as well, Wizard.
In bands.
Well, I think it would be good for him to straighten up and do something that makes him happy.
I I think he's quite happy now.
TTS then prompts Seth to break open Rachel's door. Jet tells him to stop while Rachel is crying.
1, 2, 3.
Do not break the door.
That's what they want. They want to kill me.
1, 2, 3. Wait, hold on. Oh, it goes in this way.
Slide it in the hole.
We are trying. He gets sad when alone.
I don't know what he's doing. I'm scared.
I feel like trying to break them.
Old Wizard said. Anyways, Blue, you are literally what Fish Tank is looking for.
Oh, fuck you. Skater's gonna say yeah.
I have been glued to my phone since this season started. I'm getting nothing done lately, lol.
It was from his brother, so it kind of bummed him out or whatever. And now he's having like anxiety
Old
about
Wizard
the night before because he was
said,
so drunk. I don't know.
Facts, man, but kicking out Jin Day 4 had me pissed AF.
Daniel on some real shit, bro. Just go rub one out and play the game, brother. Win this shit first, then will come.
Man, I don't even know if I want after this show. Like, they're just gonna want me because I'm famous.
Rachel tells Freddie that
they just
before
gonna want me because I'm
she told production to
famous.
make sure there's an alcoholic on the cast so she can fix them.
But
so most likely the only reason he was even hired to be on the show was her. But she also goes on to tell him that she hopes that she's wrong about that because she'd prefer to fix Andy Dick's alcoholism instead because he's more famous. Jet does confessionals with each of the fish in B2. He asks about the cuddle action between Angelina and Freddie. Freddie denies the allegations.
Old Wizard said. It's because Jin brought up director Jet's 4chan incel days.
I'm too old for that. Yeah.
She's like, what, 22?
3. Yeah. It's too young.
Motoskate ER2
Jet suggests that
said,
he forms a buddy cop relationship with his
there are a
roommate,
bunch of
Rachel.
theories
He
about
seems
why
to
he
like
got
the idea.
kicked.
Speaking of which,
The main
Rachel
one
is
is
caught
that he mentioned
eavesdropping
Jet's
on Dorench's
R9X account
confessional.
in his past.
Oh, okay, cool. I would appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, this is your role?
Yeah.
Looks good. You did a good job.
Motoskate ER2
Here's a Rachel quiz. Do you
said,
know her name?
exactly.
It's,
Old Wizard
Darash.
said, exactly.
No, you got it right. It's Darash.
I'm sorry. I just have trouble.
No, you got it right the first time.
Because I
Darash.
actually really like you, and like when I really like things, I remember their names. I try as hard as I can.
No, you got it right.
I sometimes don't even remember people.
Old Wizard said,
So yeah.
No,
wait
it's
bro,
okay.
WTF, I typed that same
TTS
time.
asks if Jet can get her a stripper pole.
Motoskate ER2 said, LMAO, we on the same wavelength,
I
homie.
think I'm gonna strip a point here.
I already have 2 in the basement.
Old
Okay,
Wizard
actually,
said,
I swear.
Swear.
I think
I like
Blue
her
opened up a
accent.
spiritual portal.
Actually, I'm crazy on the pole. I really am. I'm a showgirl. I went to
Motoskate
Super Bowl,
ER2
like, paid shows.
said,
Don't get
have you
eliminated
seen Dren's
before
nudes, LMAO?
that day.
Give
Can't
me
say
some
that.
candy and I won't get eliminated.
Drench, stop bargaining with me.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot
That's what Ben said as
Old
well.
Wizard
I came down and I was asking
said,
all these questions. Like, it's not a
Eo
Q&A, like,
nu.
it's the other way around.
Dubs
Like, relax.
said,
That's what you do though.
the fuck is
Yeah,
this
I just
shit?
wanna know.
I don't know
Said
what
those
the
little
fuck
funny
this shit
moments,
is.
mostly
I don't
it
know
was
what the
just
fuck
them
anything
reflecting on the
is.
show so far. After joking around about the stripper
I don't
pole,
even know what
Dorench
the
just
fuck
goes
this
downstairs and
conversation
directly
is
tells
when
everyone
Skater
that
was
she's a
all like,
stripper. I think that
oh, I
Old
was
Wizard
never gonna
saying
come
Dallas
until
last
you
night,
mentioned
kinda like
fish
a
Yeah,
lip
tank.
she's
reader.
white
I
trash
actually feel like
Australian.
she was very
Motoskate ER2 said, every time TDS mentions Hazelnut, that's a reference to her adult content account.
I don't know, something about this drawing is not right. It's fine, I'll figure something out.
Old
You know
Wizard
what's something I have been
said,
wanting to draw for like a while
Sam
though?
Hyde
It's
and
like
Jet Neptune's
airbag
live stream
things,
247
like
house
the 90s
TDS.
style things.
I could only draw on paper.
You know, I think this would be a good call to introduce the character that I'm drawing.
Oh, guess what? I
I'm
could
thinking
do
of using an old OC
a
I've had since I was in middle school. They
a
have that
fuck. What am I
aesthetic
talking
thing,
about?
this, like, cat ghost thing.
I could do a
Motoskate ER2
I could do a
said, they are trolling her pretty hard over it.
Oh,
it's
I could do a
great
box
LMAO.
opening stream tomorrow. 'Cause I got something special. And I cannot wait to use it. I can't wait to show you guys.
With ears that
Old Wizard
like
said.
arms, but
Blue give life
eventually the
update
character
dog.
developed into just like a
Dubs
cat
said.
girl with, like,
Yeah.
Life update. Okay, recently I have been hanging out with a group
Old
of
Wizard
friends, getting new
said.
pups,
Yeah.
and then I got scammed, guys. I got scammed today. I went to buy a Biggie Buzz ball for like $20,
Old Wizard
and then
said.
he took my
Use
money, but he
flushed
never
face
brought
thumbs
the
up.
Buzz ball. So he stole my shit. And I'm so mad. I just was really craving alcohol, bro. And now I don't get any. It's pissing me off. Anyway, I made
Nathaniel
some new friends that
said.
Skater doesn't really
L
like.
scam.
That Skater doesn't really like, named Lexi, Kaden, Kai, Kareem,
Nathaniel
Ron,
said. He was down bad. Old Wizard said. Wait, what flushed face?
He doesn't like them because they talk shit.
Old Wizard said. That's fucked, man. I'd be pissed AF.
Why can't I remember my other friend's name? Kimura, who else? Javon, who else? Kadar, who else? Jet. Except Jet was like my old friend. Like, I already met him. I just started hanging out with him more. And who else? I don't know. Those are all the friends I made. And then I've recently just been hanging out with them almost every day. And then I've been letting Kai use my REM and my Wi-Fi stick. But now I got my Wi-Fi stick and my REM back. So now I could stream again.
Said. Bruh scammed on a buzz ball.
Fuck
Poor memory.
you. I know.
Old Wizard.
I'm so upset
said.
and disappointed at myself.
Jet.
Like, bro, how could I get scammed? Why am I this stupid? Why am I that gullible?
evil hair. And I thought that would be really fun to draw. Maybe I could make the cat ears the hair vents that I'm drawing right now. Yeah. All of those are some
Old
big-ass
Wizard
hair vents.
said.
Lower it down a little bit.
Are you getting lit though?
I'm getting nothing because I got my money taken.
God, I can't draw now. It's okay, it's okay. It's fine, I'll figure it out.
Gaming Camper said. Say hi 3 Tims.
Hi.
Old Wizard said. I've been scammed so many times, bro, it's the gamble.
I'm so dumb sometimes, though. Like, all the time, actually. There's never a day in my life where I'm not doing something stupid. And doing stuff for things that I don't even really need, but apparently my body's all like, oh, I need it, give it to me. Basically, I'm just a dumb bitch. And I'm very gullible.
Rikuna said. That's just life, I suppose. A gamble man shrugging light skin tone.
Like arms made out of hair, which She's kind of like that one character from She-Ra, I think. I feel like she has so much more potential. So I decided I'm gonna do something gruesome. I'm gonna give this hair meat.
Old Wizard.
Hell yeah.
Said. How did you mess up exactly? You might be cursed.
What's what they wear again? I'm trying to remember. I think it was like the most
I just get used a lot. Or scammed.
2018 outfit ever. Have you guys seen like those Amazon Hawaii overall skirts? Since like it was obviously made of like polyester.
Old Wizard. Said. That's facts Rikuna wisdom anyway.
Jeez.
Dubs. Said. I'm absolutely buffing this Og Mega Kush Watermelon Z Kittles Benjamin Franklin.
And a ribbon.
You know guys what you should do? You should fan mail me alcohol. Cause I'm craving, and those are my most fun streams. My most viewed streams actually. And drinking streams.
Around the collar. I feel like that outfit, it's not bad. It's pretty solid for a character design, but I feel like I could go more with this, you know? I could totally do more with it. There was supposed to be the kind of like Cupid Deadly trope. I think I'm gonna give them lots of ribbons and bows. I think a swan motif
Old
would
Wizard.
be really cool. Oh my gosh.
Said.
A swan motif.
DoorDash.
Cool. Lots of lace.
Yeah, just DoorDash me some alcohol or some shit.
For sure, I want to add a lot of lace. Oh, why a swan, you might ask? I don't know, I just think it looks cool. But symbolism-wise, it's often symbols of like grace and purity. This person, this character, she might appear graceful. She's not. She's gonna devour you in seconds, man. It's gonna be awesome. It's so aesthetic. Oh my god, it's gonna look so coquette. I think it would be cute if I had her layer some socks, like some thigh highs and leg warmers.
Dubs.
If I recall,
Said.
a lot of her
She's turning into Shoe Nice 22.
I feel like I could go
Rikuna.
more with that. Her main color's
Said.
always been purple though. So
Nah,
like,
they
she's
make you
purple,
scan the ID at
maybe
drop off.
purple with some like
Old Wizard.
yellow would make some
Said.
nice complementary
Oh, true.
color schemes. That would look really nice. Oh wait, this little badge would be really cute if I.
I have an idea. I just have to wait for March 1st when I turn 21 and I could buy my own shit.
Old Wizard. Said. Before I was 21 I'd literally steal bottles.
I could do that right
Old
now.
Wizard.
I could walk to Circle K
Said.
right now and steal
Ahaha
mini
dubs.
ones.
Ooh wait, layering with some. Yeah, some layers on the skirt would be nice. Nice peak of just like empty space is so good. Oh my god. It's always so good, man. Ooh, I want to add stripes.
NYX. Said. Hi Blue.
That's pretty solid so far. Now, the reason
Hi,
why I
Sid.
brought this character back is because back in like January, I think, I actually redesigned
Old
one of
Wizard.
my other characters.
Said.
I never made a
You
video
gotta
about
be a
it
fit
because
hoodlum like
back
me
then I
though.
was making videos was,
NYX.
like, the last thing on my mind.
Said.
Right now, I was like,
Sreddy,
dude,
I've been super busy
at this
lately.
point, I might
Smiley
as well,
face.
'cause
So have I.
there's
I
nothing
haven't
to
been
lose.
streaming at
I just
all.
want to create stuff, man, and I want to share my stuff to the world in a way
I
that
need
I
some
haven't done it before.
alcohol.
So I figured that
Bro.
making a channel would be pretty awesome. So that's what I'm doing now. But a bit ago, I redesigned this old like this like one gal cat girl OC I had.
Wait,
and then I
I'll be
recycled
right
her
back.
entire purpose, 'cause, like,
Dubs. Said. Insane stream idea. Shoplifting. NYX. Said. Blue, I got a GF and a lot of new friends. Smiley face.
Okay, I'm back.
Like in the past that she just existed to be cute, but then I rewrote her as a character that essentially is like at a school. So okay, the idea is this girl Minako, she's this like ko-gal that kind of hates everybody. She thinks everyone, her entire school population sucks. She reads like BL in her free time. She's kind of a loser, but like in a funny way. And she's
Motoskate
like,
ER2
witty. She's
said,
very spunky. And
I'm
has
out,
a lot
guys.
Of charm. And what
Goodbye,
happens in the
Wizard,
story is
Dubs,
that
and
there's,
Raccoon.
Bye bye, Skater.
Have a great night. Going back to binging Fish Tank.
She's like, oh
have
man,
fun.
I'm not gonna die in these conditions, not around these people. So it's supposed to be kind of like if it were to be a video game, it would be like a roguelike
said,
shooting game.
Ite, peace out SK8ER, smiley face, Raccoona. Said, Ite, have a good night SK8ER.
That are also cat girls.
Old Wizard.
She can try to woo them
said,
based on like how many
bye friend,
like, enemies
smiley
she kills,
face.
or like what kind of weapons she uses, or just like dialogue options. I feel like that would be such a cool game, man. I wish I could code, but I could not stay awake in class when I try to learn. It's just I just wanted to bring her back. She would probably be like an NPC or whatever. Pastel as a character in the past went through so many changes, man. She was my first Sona when I was 12. And then the backstory in that she was like archaeologist with her brother Chalk. I was
so bad at naming characters, oh my god.
And they were killed in an ambush and they came back as ghosts. That was like become butlers or something for this princess cat. It was just like a silly self-insert I made when I was younger. There's nothing much to it.
But tomorrow I get to open fan mail for you. Though I only got the one thing for fan mail.
Should I give her like a cardigan or like...
NYX said, Blue, I have a shit ton of Pop-Tarts, smiley face. Marshall Delgado said, when?
Tomorrow. Oh my god, I look so thick.
Marshall Delgado said, hello. Old Wizard said, can you stream from your phone yet?
No, it doesn't let me log in. But my phone is connected to the computer right now. That's why you could see me.
Raccoona said, so wide.
I know, it's so wide. Why is it like that?
NYX
Maybe I have to turn
said,
it this way.
It's not blue, it's BLUE, blue but widened. Marshall Delgado said, Junior.
Oh, there we go. That's better. That's better.
Old Wizard said, WTF, you mean login?
I thought I said login. Did I say lock-in? What did I say?
NYX said, it's tall blue now.
Yeah, tall as hell, blue. Oh, so weak.
NYX
the weakest
said, Blue, you are now 6 feet 17 inches.
I know, I'm so tall, look at me.
Marshall Delgado said, good thumbs up. Old Wizard said. You can't log into YouTube?
It doesn't
Marshall
let me
Delgado
because I have two-factor authenticator.
%and_%
I wish I never made the two-factor authenticator thing.
At #$.
What?
Marshall Delgado said. Goo. Old Wizard said. It should just go to email.
It doesn't go to email. It's two-factor authenticator, which means it connects.
NYX said. Blue, guess what? I have 50 subscribers.
Congratulations, you could go live by yourself now. Have fun.
Marshall Delgado said. Hugboig.
I'm trying to get my new account up to 50 subscribers so that I could stream on my phone, and whenever I want to stream on my original account, which is here, I would go onto my computer. My new account is Frisk Dead. It's capital F, capital D.
Marshall Delgado said. Google Chat. NYX said. I'm not allowed to, I'm just happy that I have them. Dubs said. I go for a bit, bye.
Oh, see you later, Dubs.
NYX said. At Dubs I'd see ya Browski. Marshall Delgado said. Call 911. Dubs said. Oh wait, what geek bar do us that?
Oh, it's Blue Raz. I got it from Skater.
Dubs said. I got a pina colada vape RN.
Wait, if you mail yourself a Biggie Buzz ball, you ID it to confirm the purchase. Then you mail it to me. And then I get my alcohol. Look at that.
NYX said. Fuck yeah, SK8ER is an OG. Old Wizard said.
No.
Logging into YouTube is really easy. You should just sign into your Google from your phone.
Yeah, but my phone won't let me connect to my Google, which is the one that's connected to my YouTube channel, because it has two-step authenticator, and my phone is so broken that I can't click yes, it's me on my fucking phone.
NYX said. Your phone is fucking goofy, how did it break?
I broke it. I got really pissed at Toshio.
Rikuna said. There's got to be some other way. Marshall Delgado.
Well, if you find another way, let me know.
Dubs said. May Google.
because I can't remove my old phone from the authenticator because my old phone is fucking broken. Because I'm a dumb bitch. A dumb bitch.
Old Wizard said, "There is, it's really easy ID, Google it or ask support." NYX.
No, because every time I Google it, it says
Real,
remove
but my
your phone
has
from
one
it.
of those thick ass cases so it doesn't break.
There's no way to remove it.
Marshall Delgado said, SDDDRFV. NYX said, OMFG Blue, I saw baby wrens today and one was fucking stupid or blind so it kept running into a wall head first.
Baby, what? What are wrens? What are wrens?
NYX said, a wren, it's a type of bird.
Oh, cool. I got the hiccups. Alright, I'm getting tired. I'm gonna hop off. See y'all later.